Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2. So, in this part we are likely going to be mostly just sitting around, waiting for our infamy to decrease, while we build up our army, or our military rather, more and more, so that we can go to war with Prussia again, and establish ourselves as the #1 world power in Europe, which we are admittedly not too far behind doing. At least in general. So let me go ahead and start my timer. Like I said, this will probably be a more peaceful part, just like the last one. Because we are not able to do anything, because we don't have the ability to do unification wars against Prussia. Since they are a great power, they need to be at least a secondary for us to use that CB. Yep, we're doing okay there. We did lose Saxony annoyingly last part, but we're gonna get them back. At some point. We are building a ton of railroads, which is gonna give us a decent amount of industrial power. I got the money, try again. I mean, we're not raking in dough like I was in my currently running Japan game that I'm running on the side. But still, I've got a decent amount of money. Now, granted, I should note, the cutoff for people being able to basically fight a war of containment on you, I don't recall exactly what the CB's called, is 25 infamy. Now, if you are big and bad enough, the AI will typically let you get away with it, particularly if you're not near any of the major great powers. As Austria, we are smack dab between France, who's a great power, Russia, who's a great power, and we're not too far away from the British, who are also a great power. So we need to worry about that a little bit more. My currently running Japan game, I think I'm at something like 26 or something, or maybe 27. And I owned Korea, Manchuria, large parts of China. I have an hard time remembering for whatever reason. Or I was having a bit of a brain fart there, but whatever. And the rest of the great powers just don't care. Ooh, Thessalia. That's against the Ottomans. Come on, Greece. You know you want to ask me. Or the Ottomans do. Who's backing? Nobody's backing. Huh. So question is, do I support the Ottomans or do I say no in hopes of supporting the Greeks? Supporting the Ottomans will likely result in me needing to deal with the British. I don't know. I really don't. Also, what the hell happened to us being #1 on prestige? Damn you, America. You got to 385 somehow. I don't know what the hell they did. They managed to just gain a ton of prestige and overtake us. Have you fought the Civil War yet? I don't think you have. At least I don't recall it. And I think that typically makes the newspaper. I'm trying to think, do I want the Ottomans or no? Because Greece should be asking the British to back them. You know what? I'll try. I will try to back you. Ooh. Really? I was not expecting that, to be completely honest with you. I'm just gonna hope Now, South Germany, you should pretty much immediately move to backing me. You have literally no reason to back the British, or the Russians, rather. France is gonna be backing the Russians. Prussia's gonna back the Russians, mostly because they hate me. But the UK should move to me, in theory. Serbia, there's no reason to fear me. Also, are you not a satellite? You aren't. Probably why you fear me. I can understand that. If the British back me early on, that'll do wonders for us. Damn it. Press right-clicked out in the ocean. Wonderful. Now, I don't really care too much about you, Portugal, so I'm just going to move you down. Is anyone trying to get you? Yes. Looks like the British and the French, so I'm going to leave Spain alone. I don't want to deal with them. Okay, the French have moved to go and back the Russians. Let's dump some diplomatic points to try and improve the UK's opinion of us. I kind of need them to back me early, preferably. I really shouldn't have to make any offers for you guys. Let's be realistic here. Particularly South Germany. There we go. Now, interestingly, they are not inclined to join, or to allow me to give them this. So we might be forced. Now, this is interesting. So the game is saying if I offer the peace terms, resolving the crisis this way will still give me prestige. Now, I feel like that shouldn't be the case. If I give Greece what they want, when I'm supposed to be protecting the Ottomans, I should not gain prestige. So I don't see us managing to avoid a war over this. And I'll be honest, I don't care to fight a war with Russia just because of Greece. So I'm thinking of just giving Greece what they want, because I don't care about the Ottomans anyway. Let's be real here. I'd rather the Ottomans lose territory. It's in my interest, because I want to conquer them. Well, maybe. At least parts of their territory. Though, Garibaldi's red shirts are in Medea. Or, Medina. I'll give the game a little bit more time, but I'm not willing to risk war just because of Greece and the Ottomans. There we go. Okay, now you do have me curious. What's the reason for now deciding that you don't wish to be involved? So let's see, I have 110 brigades. The British have 148. I'm assuming part of your decision is being determined by size of the military. So we have 296 total on our side. I'm pretty sure they outnumber us. Yes, they outnumber us. They have 328 total brigades, so I'm a little surprised by this. But sure, if you're willing to just status quo this, I won't complain. That's preferable for me. Okay, try again with you with bureaucrats. Get some clergymen in Posen. Now Prussia's up to cordial with you. I'm gonna have to kick them back down. Although, if I had let that go to war, it would have resulted in a breaking of the alliance between Prussia and the British, which is in my interest. And I could always tack war goals on to destroy the Prussians. Oh well, too late now, but that was actually an option that I could have taken. I didn't think about that. I just really didn't want to fight that war. If being honest, it would have been a real pain. We would have probably won in the end, but it would have been a pain. And I try not to fight annoying wars. I think we have cored all of Bosnia now. No. Mostar and Livno are not yet cored. But they should come fairly quickly. Gain militancy or more liberals in the upper house. Well, game? Is the conservatives the one I want right now? Yes. Yes, because interventionism is the, well, for all intents and purposes, the best economic policy in Vicky. So I don't really want to get more liberals in the upper house. Especially since, holy crap, they're at 33%, we're at 31%. So yeah, no thanks. I'll take the militancy, thank you. I could justify a war on you to liberate... no, liberate wouldn't work. And free people is getting a little close. I'm gonna pause my timer real quick, just so I can check this, without needing to waste time. Because I believe humiliate decreases their prestige. Yes, they lose 25 prestige plus 10% of current prestige. Which, for Prussia, isn't a whole lot, but that would knock them down under the South German Federation. If my math is correct, they would go from... I brought up the wrong thing. They would go from 356, and they would definitely lose the 25. And then it should be what, like another 4.8-ish? That gets them down to 326. And of course, they lose troops during the war, so they'll go down a little bit more than that. They won't drop below Japan, that's for certain, but they'll definitely drop below the South Germans. Yeah. Oh, let me restart my timer. So I could do that. I could just humiliate them. I just need them knocked down. I don't necessarily need their land right now. I'll get it all for free once I establish Greater Germany. And that's max of 3, not necessarily that we will gain 3. So yeah, we're gonna try and humiliate Prussia. Next part, I think we'll actually fight the war. But this part, we're gonna go and establish our CB for them. Natives need to learn to adapt. Portugal went to war. Oh, Jet and Oman. Sure, you can do that. I don't mind. Actually, might manage to start the war this part. It just depends on how. I feel like starting the war this part, if I'm being honest. Now, I have quite a few more troops now than I did last time we went to war with Prussia. So I shouldn't need to be constantly moving troops around. And I can build 2 more armies, technically. At least I have the brigade supported, and I actually do indeed have the ability to actually field that many extra brigades. Or to build them. I can field them right now, but I wasn't sure if I actually had the troops to build them. Because that can happen sometimes. You can sometimes have support for more brigades than you can actually field. Okay, we're slowing down our CB generation a little. Can I get you down to 0? Yes. I might have to raise them again anyway once the war is over, but whatever. Let's save. And we're going to humiliate you. So they will lose a total of 29.82. Which is within my calculations, roughly. Sort of margin of error because I just did whole numbers rather than taking into account decimals. So they will lose 29. We'll just round it to 30. I'll gain 5 myself. I don't really care about gaining myself. I just want to get rid of theirs. And they're not going to stay a secondary power even if I were managing to knock them down that far, but I'm not. I'm hopeful this will be a fairly quick war. Spain refused to join. Really, Spain? You said you were going to join. But screw you, I guess. Actually, no. And I think all of Prussia's other potential allies told them to piss off. I do need to talk to the British for this war. Do I want to press that? Denmark is trying to force Prussia to give Lithuania Ostprussian. Or Ostprussian. I think I might press that. That'll hurt them a little bit more as well. Ostprussian is another 6 points. Let's get the machine gun. Oh my god, you're an idiot. Are you really gonna try and siege Liegnitz? When I have 3 armies right there? Oh my god. Stupid, stupid AI. I will throw all those guys in there, but oh my god, you're an idiot. Yep, that just knocked Prussia down below the South Germans. You know what, go help the Danes with that. I do see that the Danes aren't exactly helping me much. They have a 33k army there, doing nothing. I could go and add a war goal for like that, but that'll kick me well above the bad boy points, so let's not. Ah, that's why they didn't join, probably because they're my sphere. That's probably it. Maybe. Build local reform support, sure. No, South Germany, I'm not giving you the Rhineland. Lithuania will be liberated, but I am not giving you the Rhineland. Really? Did you lose anything? Nope, you didn't. Wonderful. Still not quite willing to give me what I want. You guys are so damn close. March all of you guys to Berlin. I want that army completely destroyed. Oh, really? You're not going to give me military access? Or, well, I don't have military access, rather. Thank you. Okay, now, why are you not wanting to give me what I want very easily? I'm not sure. Because I feel like you should be wanting to get out of this war, Britain. But you're apparently gonna make me actually fight you. Like, more than I want to. There's no reason for you to be friends with the Germans. Well, actually, that's not quite true. There are reasons for you to be friends with the Germans. You don't want a big, giant, united Germany. So it's understandable for you to be allies with the Prussians to try and prevent me from establishing a sizable power. March through there. I want you guys go destroy that British army. We're just gonna overkill it. Well, that's not quite true, because there's no such thing as overkill. There we go. Now do you want to just end this? No? Okay, that's fine. It's fine. I can live with it. Not really. Kind of getting on my nerves. That you're wanting to make this war drag on for a hell of a lot longer than it really needs to. So I'm going to leave 3 armies here along the Dutch border in case you decide to land again. Or between the Ottomans and Oman. And hopefully the ticking war score gets the job done. In the meantime, I'm going to wait for my infamy to decrease, and maybe I'll take something off the Prussians if the war drags on long enough. I kind of get the feeling it might. Where the hell are you going, South Germany? Do you think that army's Jesus and it's gonna walk across the English Channel or something? They're trying to get to the Channel Islands, but they can't because the British Navy's patrolling. No, I'm not gonna go to with Portugal game. Now, I'll be honest. We, for all intents and purposes, have won this war. The British are not going to be able to make a sufficient landing anywhere to be able to push us out. And even if they do, I can just drop more troops on them. And yeah, the only place they're going to make any landings are in the Netherlands. So, let's be realistic here. I've won this war for all intents and purposes. They will let me get the humiliate, but they will not allow the liberation of Lithuania. Which I would then have to go and take over. Yes, that's the thing. Holy crap, Prussia. Oh my god. Prussia shouldn't even be a great power anymore. What the hell happened? Oh, it's because their land's occupied, so their score is going to whoever occupies the territory? I didn't realize that's the way that worked. No, you just don't gain the points. Okay, that's it. The score doesn't go to whoever's occupying it, but you just don't get to take credit for the score during this, which is probably why you're still considered a great power, because technically you should be. The game will recalculate after the war is over if you should still be. So, see, I'm kind of inclined to use Yes Man just to end the war now, because we've won. All we're doing right now is need to deal with the war dragging on because the British refuse to just let the war end. Because I can't make a landing on their territory, but they can't make a landing on mine either. Actually, they can. I honestly did not notice that. Let's go ahead and destroy that British army down there. I also see that the South Germans are apparently deciding not to help me. Oh, Belgium wants into my alliance. Welcome aboard, Belgium. Thanks, timer. I'll end the war, or I'll end this part once the war is over, which will hopefully be after I annihilate these damn British troops that made a landing in Istria. And once I reoccupy Istria. Oh, I don't even need to reoccupy it right now. They're willing to give me what I want. So, liberation of Austria-Prussia to Lithuania and humiliation of Prussia. Also, Lithuania, I need you to join me. Or I can go to war with you. Those are your two choices. You lost infantry. That's kind of annoying, I'll be honest. I will give you 2 guards. Now, does that still allow you to be a great power? No. You are well below any potential great powers. I mean, hell, Sweden, 2 Sicilies, Switzerland. And the Ottomans are above you. Yeah, Prussia's getting knocked down. Now I just need to deal with the damn South Germans, and that'll happen probably next time. I say probably because, quite frankly, I don't actually know. Things could change, but now we need to get Prussia on our side. Once they drop down officially to secondary power status, I think the game gives you some time before you officially get knocked down. So we kind of have to wait. Now, a humiliate against you is what? 25 and then 10% of current. So your current, if I were to do a humiliate against you right now, would be what? 12.5 prestige that you would lose? So 370 minus 37.5 is what it should be. Gets you down to 332. I would also destroy your army for the most part, so we'll say that's another 65. Still keeps you above Japan. We have to figure out how to take care of the South Germans, but it's not a problem for right now. So, that's going to be it for this part. Next part, we will be likely going to war with the South German Federation to knock them off the Great Leaderboard. As a result of that, we will be able to attempt to bring them into our sphere, along with Prussia, hopefully, when they officially get knocked out of great power status, which should happen next part. Because they're clearly well below even Sweden and some others. And that should then allow us, once we have them both in our sphere of influence and we've regained Saxony, we will be capable of establishing for ourselves Greater Germany. Likely before 1880. If I'm lucky. I don't know how that'll work right now. But that's not a problem for me for now. That's a problem for a couple of weeks from now. So, until next time, as always, I do have a link down in the description to my Patreon, as well as affiliate links for this game if you wish to pick it up. The Patreon is for as little as $1 a month. You get early access to all my videos. For the affiliate links, it helps the channel out. I get a small commission on the sales. I don't recall the exact percentages off the top of my head for all of them. But yeah, so there's a couple down there. But until next time, where we will hopefully be managing to establish Greater Germany, either in the next part or the part after that. Maybe the next part. Maybe I'll make the next part the hour-long special that was supposed to have been the first part. But I just didn't have the time back then. I will have the time when I record the next part. I don't know. We will figure it out. But until next time, goodbye and farewell. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, share.